children. All right, in order to make your buffalo hide picture, you're gonna need your rectangle page, your circle page, a pencil, and then your white paper. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna cut out your circle. Oh, wow, I can't cut very well. Let's fix this. You're gonna cut your circle out. So if you haven't started already, go ahead and pick up those scissors and start cutting out your circle. Now these we're just gonna use to trace. They're gonna be trash and we're gonna throw them away afterwards. Please make sure to get it in the trash can. Don't just leave it on the floor. The next thing you're gonna do is you're going to cut out your rectangle picture. So you're gonna need your scissors again, and you're gonna go ahead and cut out your rectangle. And again, this is just going to be used to trace your picture, and then we're gonna be throwing it away in the trash can, not on the floor. All right, the first thing you're gonna do, actually I guess not the first thing because we just cut those things out, but the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your circle and you're gonna put it right in the middle of your paper. This is where your circle is going to go, and you're going to want to go ahead and hold that down and trace around your circle, just like this, all the way around. And I know it's a little bit hard with these paper templates, but I think you can make it work. You're gonna pick it up and you're gonna have a nice little big circle on your paper. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your rectangle and you're gonna lay it right on top of your circle, just like this, to where you have a little bit of your rectangle sticking out on each end of your circle. Once you lay your rectangle down, you're gonna wanna go ahead and trace that. So use your pencil and trace your rectangle. I know it's gonna go right through your circle. That's okay, we'll take care of that in just a minute. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and start tracing your rectangle right on top of your circle like I'm doing. And when you're done, it should look just like this. These lines that you see going on top of our circle, the top of the rectangle and the bottom of the rectangle right here, we're going to erase those because we want it to look like the circle is in front of that rectangle. So after you've traced them, go ahead and start erasing your lines that go through the circle. So you're gonna erase the top of your rectangle just like this. And you're going to erase the bottom of your rectangle, leaving just the two sides sticking out here. Notice now the circle looks like it's in front of the rectangle. After you've done your two shapes, and it looks like this, you're gonna want to put what looks like a little text bubble around your image. So at the very bottom of your paper, you're gonna put like a little V, or almost like a little upside down triangle. So you're gonna go ahead and make a V like this at the bottom of your paper. And you're gonna start in the corner of the V, and you're going to make a big text bubble that goes all the way around your paper, all the way around your circle and your rectangle we just traced, all the way down and across this way and back to the other side of your V. They don't have to be straight lines or anything, that's just fine. Just make sure you get it all the way around just like that. When you're done with that, the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna make another circle inside of the circle we've already traced. So in order to do that, I'm just gonna use my pencil and just kind of follow the circle around on the inside and trace it around the whole circle. So you're gonna have like a smaller circle inside of the one you've already traced. So it kind of looks like a little hula hoop. Once you've done that, the next thing we're gonna do is add some decoration. So we're gonna put some nice big circles going around the outside of the middle circle here. I want to make nice big circles because we're going to go back and trace over this with a Sharpie when we're done. And if I make them too small, it's going to be a little bit hard to trace with my Sharpie. So go ahead and add some circles all the way around. It kind of looks like one of those windows that you see in a ship, one of those round windows almost with the little circles around it. Once you're done with that, you're going to want to tell your Native American story. So you can come up with a character, either a boy or a girl, it doesn't really matter. This is just a made-up Native American character. So our character is going to go here in the middle. Now, the way they used to draw people, the boy and the girl kind of look about the same. So I'm going to start with the head here. And I'm going to do 2 arms coming down. And then from there, I'm just going to do what looks like an X to make the body part and then the legs. So that's my Native American warrior. And then I'm going to come up with a story for him. And as I do my story, the symbols of the different things that he sees on his journey are going to go on my buffalo hide picture. So my story is that the Indian warrior lived out by the mountains. So because he lives by the mountains, we're going to start his story there and draw a couple of mountains at the top of my page, just like that. He lived through the mountains, and then he went down by the river to try to find some food. So down here, I'm going to go ahead and draw some waves to make it like a river for my story. And while he was at that river trying to find food, he actually came across a turtle. So right here, I'm going to draw a turtle. It doesn't have to be a great turtle. I'm just going to do like a circle for his shell, his head, and then his little arms hanging out. So he went to the river. He saw a turtle. After that, he couldn't find any food. It was starting to get dark, so he went back to his teepee. So up here, I'm going to go ahead and draw like a little Indian teepee for my symbol. Now that you're done with your buffalo hide picture, what you're going to do is you're either going to take a black marquee or a Sharpie like this, and you're going to go ahead and just trace your pencil drawings in black Sharpie. We're not going to color this today. We're actually going to color it next week. So you're going to want to make sure you have your name on the back. I forgot that part. So I'll use my pencil to put my name on the back. That way when we pass it out next week, we know whose picture it is. So at this point, go ahead and get your black marker or your Sharpie out and go ahead and finish tracing your pencil lines all over your project. And once you're done, you guys are going to turn this in, and then we're going to finish coloring our buffalo hide skins next week.